Tonight's Up Close report takes us to Texas death row, but you're about to see it through the eyes of a child. 70% of inmates in this country leave children behind when they're locked up. And 11 News reporter Carolyn Mungo says that raises the question of just how young is too young to let them see it all.
Sissy?
It's 7 a.m.
Hey, sweetie.
And Ricky Cartwright is about to start her day.
Hey, baby girl.
Like most 4-year-olds, she's a little grumpy getting up.
Come on. Let's get up.
But the routine is a familiar one.
Ready for some breakfast?
Guiding Ricky through her morning ritual.
Stick your head in here. And your arms.
Is something Mom has down to an art form.
Go like this.
Most kids her age are getting ready to go to preschool. In 2 hours, Ricky will be on death row.
It was scary. They handcuffed him, they read him his rights, and they took him out. I was 3.5 months pregnant with our daughter.
When Richard Cartwright got the death penalty for killing a man in Corpus Christi, he was 26 years old. The first and last time he ever held his daughter was the day he was told he would die.
The judge let him spend at least 5 minutes with his daughter, and he was able to hold her and feed her for at least 5 minutes worth.
So started a bond.
Can Mommy read this one to you? Yeah.
A bond that continues through cards and letters.
Know that your daddy's heart and thoughts are there with you.
This is a killer's attempt to connect.
Whenever your daddy feels down, all I do is look at some of your pictures and I always feel better.
The letters are filled with words like princess and peekaboo, but Dad also writes in great detail about pain and sorrow.
I apologize for messing up and leaving you and your mother out there to fend for yourselves. I hope one day that you both can forgive me for my mistakes.
At 4, Ricky hears everything. Once a month, she sees it too.
We're gonna go see your daddy.
That's when Mom makes the conscious decision to drive her to a place she doesn't fully understand, to try and give her daughter something she never had.
I grew up without a dad. He lives in the next town over. It has nothing to do with me. And I'll be darned if I let my daughter go through something like that. I love my babies, and I'm a strong mother. And my daughter is going to see her daddy one way or the other, through glass or no glass.
No video cameras are allowed during visitation. We are given Polaroids when it's over and a chance to talk with Dad.
I love her. I want to hold her. I want to be with her.
Cartwright relives the visit over and over. He won't see her again for 4 weeks.
The other day I drew her Winnie the Pooh with all his little friends on a handkerchief.
You can go to Pooh and Tickle.
And I forgot Piglet, and she got on the phone and says, where was Piglet, Daddy? You didn't draw Piglet.
I could have his eyes.
She's just precious, you know.
He says she's not only precious, she is his reason for living.
I wouldn't survive in her if she wasn't in my life.
1.5 million children in this country have a parent in prison. That number has grown by 500,000 in the last 10 years. The smaller the child, the bigger the debate. Just how much reality should they see?
Sometimes reality is just a little bit too much even for adults to embrace, much less a 4-year-old child.
Child psychologist Victoria Sloan cringes when she hears about Ricky.
The potential for trauma is there.
Going to visitation, seeing your parent outweighs the trauma of going to prison.
Inmate activists not only see child visitation as positive, they are launching an effort to go one step further, to allow the children of death row inmates the ability to touch their parents before they die. Does Cartwright, a convicted murderer, deserve that right?
Can you look at my 4-year-old daughter and say you don't deserve to sit on your dad's lap?
Just once would be worth a lifetime for her to touch her dad. You know, if she could just do it once again, you know?
Ricky has her whole life ahead of her. Her father has maybe 3 years. 3 years to continue the relationship he started in a courtroom. Then for Ricky, it will end. She'll be 7.
I do love you very much. And when I do die, I will watch over both you and your mother. That I promise. Love always, forever, Daddy.
Carolyn Mungo, 11 Up Close.